Did you know the Warring Kingdom Skinline is not the same in the Chinese server in comparison to the rest of the world? I will tell you the lore of each individual champion and how they relate to each other, for both the Chinese server and the other servers. Let's begin with the rest of the world. The overall description for the Warring Kingdom Skinline is: rival empires vie for power as they attempt to unify the lands, while brave warriors and stoic generals test their skill against the greatest heroes of the era. It is a time for war and a time of legends. So who are these warring heroes? First we have Azir, and his bio goes like this. Seeing the warring kingdoms clash from his place in the mountains, the ageless ruler known as Azir left his home with an army of spectral soldiers. He promised that one day he would return and put an end to the conflict for good. Even in his alternate lore, Azir is a ruler / emperor. It's also interesting that Azir is ageless, meaning he can't die or lives forever until he is killed. And spectral soldiers means that his army is kind of supernatural, which is similar to the sand soldiers he controls in his canon lore. Overall, I like this lore for Azir, and I like the similarities between canon Azir and non-canon Azir. The next hero is Garen, brave guardian of Azir's ancient fortress. Garen is a mighty warrior who charges fearlessly into even the most hopeless battles. He fights for the glory of his ruler and the safety of his people, a powerful if headstrong force for justice. Well, I mean, I'm hoping it's obvious that he's under Azir's command, but it mentions he is headstrong when pursuing justice, which could mean he is reckless in his methods. He is honestly nothing special, just a hero who values duty, basic stuff, blah 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 blah. He's boring. Let's do Jarvan IV. Fabled warrior of peerless might, Jarvan IV strides across the warring kingdoms seeking only the worthiest opponents. All other careless enough to face him are crushed without mercy, the earth erupting beneath his immeasurable strength. I mean, he is just strong, but we can tell he is not a ruler like Azir, because in his mythic Chroma skinline it mentions he commanded an army, so it's kind of hinting that maybe he's a general. And next up is Katarina. In open defiance of her clan, Katarina has left behind the life of a princess to hunt the greatest heroes of the Warring Kingdoms. Striking under shadow of night, she is slowly cutting her way through her foes, one general at a time. Okay, firstly, let's point out the obvious. Why would she give up a life of royalty and pleasure to take a life of bloodshed? Why? And do you guys think that she will eventually fight Jarvan? Because she likes fighting generals, and I think Jarvan is a general. It's not confirmed, but maybe they could fight. It is now the turn of Nidalee. Of the legends surrounding Nidalee, it is difficult to know what is true and what is mere myth. Some within the Warring Kingdom says she fights with the wild ferocity of a white tiger, that the tiger spirit dwells within her heart. Others believe she is the white tiger and that she can become the beast itself. I mean, I think it's cool that people are not sure if she's actually a human or half animal, etc. But her Warring Kingdom lore is the same as her canon lore. There's not really much difference. And we don't even know what she is. It's not even confirmed in the skinline. Warring Kingdom Tryndamere. Let's read his bio. Tryndamere is a grand general of the Warring Kingdoms, so deadly and so feared it is said he is the god of war incarnate, truly a spectacle to behold it. It would take 1,000 men to kill him in battle, and 1,000 more to keep him dead. I absolutely love this bio, and honestly I like how we know that he is a general, which makes me think, will they ever continue the skinline and maybe make the champions fight? I mean, Katarina needs to fight Tryndamere, she's literally hunting generals. We have a few more champions left in the Warring Kingdom skinline, and next up is Vi. Vi is the mighty enforcer of Azir's will, a ferocious, ruthless combatant who thrills in any challenge, no matter how outmatched she may be. Her gauntlets are carved from mystic jade and each strike connects with the power of a cannon. So far we can confirm under Azir is Garen and Vi. And we know Azir is getting prepared to fight. Honestly, if they continue this skinline, this has so much potential. The final Warring Kingdoms champion is Xin Zhao. Legendary warrior and proud general both, Xin Zhao fights across the Warring Kingdoms to preserve peace for the common man. His spear is said to be sharp enough to pierce the sky, striking the force of thunder. Am I the only one who thinks of Volibear when I hear thunder? And we now know that there is a few confirmed generals, Xin Zhao, Tryndamere, etc. But surely they aren't all under the same team. I wish Riot confirmed this. It's also worth mentioning that there are two skins that are not named Warring Kingdom Champion, but are also a part of the Warring Kingdom skinline. The first is Dragon Blade Riven. One tale of the kingdom's tales of Riven, her sword forged in dragonfire, descending into an enemy enclave in the aftermath of battle. Slaying her foes and freeing their captives, she rampaged across the countryside, crushing any who would enslave the innocent. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but Riven's canon lore, she lives in constant regret because she made a few decisions she wasn't proud of. However, in the Skinline lore, she's the one freeing slaves and it looks like she's not living in regret. Pretty cool little twist. And finally guys, we have Dragon Blade Talon. Legend says that Talon's blades were forged in the fire of a shadow dragon and that he turned against his corrupt masters, cutting through them one by one before vanishing into the night. Many people believe he will appear again when the strong take advantage of the weak. I mean, Talon is cool, but my only question is that did Riven and him go to the same dragon? And are they friends? And do they have a similar purpose together to help the innocent? There's too many questions and I wish we knew more about the Warring Kingdom Skinline. But this is the lore so far for the rest of the world. However, in the Chinese server, the Warring Kingdom Skinline is based off of a historical event. And I want to explain that these skins are based off of the Three Kingdom era in China. And each skin is named after a historical figure from the Three Kingdom era in China. And in the Chinese server, the names of these skins are different too. Whereas on the other servers, Garen is literally called Warring Kingdom Garen. So, for a bit of background knowledge, the Three Kingdom era refers to 220 AD to 280 AD. And there were three warlords that were constantly fighting each other for power. This period is famous in China and there is a very popular novel called The Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And there is also a game called Dynasty Warriors which is based off of this era. And overall, I'm going to tell you which champion is based off of which historical character using the novel, the game and history. Let's begin with Xin Zhao. The name of the skin is based off of a historical character called Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun was known for his strength and became a household name in China due to the novel. I also think that Zhao Yun was very handsome and that's probably why they made Xin Zhao very handsome in the splash art. Or maybe I'm overthinking this. Next is Jarvan IV, and he is based off of Lu Bu. And side note, if I'm pronouncing any names wrong, I apologize in advance. Lu Bu was a general. Now, although in the Warring Kingdom Skinline, we don't know if Jarvan is a general or not, it's not confirmed. But another reason as to why I do think he is a general is because Lu Bu is a general. And fun fact, Lu Bu had a very unique shaped weapon, and I think that's why Jarvan's weapon in the splash art is also very uniquely shaped. Next up is Tryndamere, and he is resembling Guan Yu. Guan Yu is famous in China, and he was literally known as the God of War incarnate. And to be honest, he wasn't famous for his looks or clothing, hence Tryndamere's character design is literally just based off of the Guan Yu character in Dynasty Warriors. What about Katarina? Well, she was apparently based off of a character called Diao Chan. Diao Chan became very popular in China due to the novel and she is actually Lu Bu's love interest. However, a lot of people say that she is a fictional character and she didn't actually exist. I'm not 100% sure on this one. Next we have Garen, and dude is based off of a famous general called Zhang Lao. Zhang Lao, or Garen, used to work as a subordinate for Lu Bu or Jarvan IV. But when Jarvan IV loses, Zhang Lao serves under someone else as a general and he ends up becoming one of the 5 great generals of his time. And like, to put in context, that's ridiculously impressive. So what about Nidalee? Nidalee was based off of a character called Sun Shangjiang. Sun was famous for her knowledge on weapons and for the fact that she used to actually fight. And I know some of you might be like, but why was she famous for fighting? But you gotta understand, at this time of history, females never fought, so this is a massive deal. And usually it was only men going to war. What about Azir? Well, he was based off of someone called Sima Yi. This dude was a famous counselor and general. And Sima was an intellectual and super intelligent, which is maybe why Riot chose Azir to portray Sima, as Azir is also a ruler. Do you remember Vi? Well, she is based off of someone called the Tiger Fool. And the Tiger Fool was his nickname, but this actually is a famous general called Zhu Zhu. And according to history, he was renowned for his insane strength. And fun fact, Vi is the only character who has been given a historical character of the opposite gender. And finally guys, Dragonblade, Riven and Talon, they aren't based off of any character. Bit sad for them, but they are literally what I already said. And guys, this comes to the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. In this video I explained to you the Warring Kingdom Skinline's lore for every server and the Chinese server. Now which one do you like more? I personally prefer the Chinese server. I like that there is history to it, just makes it more interesting and relatable. Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. And I am recording this video very late, so this will be the outro. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you, love you, bye.